Squatting. A fundamental movement, right? Now, if our ankle doesn't have the required bend in it, squatting then becomes a little bit more difficult, as we're trying to keep our toes down, heels down, butt down, back up. We just feel like we're gonna fall over. So this is where ankle mobility comes into play. A good test to see our ankle mobility, or angle of ankle flexion, is to line ourselves up with a wall or a post. More than likely we can do this. Now we want to inch our way or millimeter our way out past this to see how far our knee can go past our toe. A good test is the width of our fist. Okay? Can you touch the post like this? With keeping your heel down. Yes. Okay. Go back another inch or half an inch. Try it again. Still good. Go back a little bit more. Well, it's kind of coming off at that point. Okay? But if you look at this, this is pretty good. This angle here is pretty good. Look how far ahead my toe is, or my knee is of my toe. Pretty good. Now, for me, I've been practicing squatting and working on this for a long time. I'm able to have my knee over my toes quite a lot. But if you are someone who has issues with this and wants to get better at this, here are some tips and drills. One of the best and easiest drill is to just come to the bottom of a squat and stay here. Over time, the tissues in the back of the ankle, the Achilles, the calf, start kind of not stretching, but they're getting more pliable. But this does take some time. So set yourself a routine every day to just sit at the bottom of a squat. It is okay to move around. It is okay to do a little minor bouncing. Really, you want to get into this far range and sit here. Okay. Do you have one that is better than the other? You've had an ankle injury or something like that? That's okay. We can add some weight to it. Get into this position here like this. Put a plate, kettlebell, some sort of weight on here, and just sit here. It's then going to help with the stretch of the tissues back here. Another way to get a little bit more angle into this is find a bench. You can get into this nice deep position, pull down or put a weight on here and work on that. When you're in this position, you may feel a little binding or some sort of interference in the front of this of the ankle joint, right? Kind of basically where your shoe intersects your ankle. There's a bone or a couple bones in there that are kind of pushed up, and we want to kind of get them out of the way. So we call this an ankle distraction. We set ourselves up with a band on a post, and we want to distract or to pull or basically push the bone kind of a little bit deeper to give ourselves a little more space in here to change this angle. So essentially what we want to do is find where the ankle bends, and you're going to place the band at that point. Put a little stretch. And now we're gonna lean forward. Give it some time. All this stuff takes quite a while to work on, but every few days, every few weeks, it's gonna get a little bit better. Now, when you're doing this with a shoe on, please keep in mind that the band, it's not just placed near the ankle bone, it is placed to be, it's meant to be placed precisely on that, where that ankle bends. So kind of shove it underneath the tongue of your shoe, find some stretch in there, and lean yourself forward. It's okay to wiggle back and forth, to try and kind of manipulate this, but really we want to sit in this position. As the band pulls the bones down, we can then complete the stretch.